Economics is all about making choices, and indifference curves show us when we like two different choices the same. Say I like pizzas and I like cookies. I like one cookie as much as I like one pizza. I am just as happy with two pizzas and one cookie as I am with two cookies and one pizza. This chart shows our preferences. This line shows all the combinations of cookies and pizzas I can have where I like the combination equally. By indifferent, we mean not different. The amount of happiness I get from all points on this line is the same. The number doesn't have to be 1 for 1. Cookies are small, aren't they? And I can eat a lot of them. I actually like 5 cookies as much as I like one pizza. So for me, the indifference curve would look more like this. Instead of saying happiness, we can say benefit, or utility, or usefulness, or satisfaction, some unit of goodness. Indifference curves don't have to show a choice between two objects. I live in England now, but for many years I lived and worked in Vietnam. Vietnam's a fun place to live, but the money isn't very good. England's a much more boring place to live, but the money's better. We could show an indifference curve with the two choices, like this. Why is it curved? Why is it not a straight line? It's because the more you get of something, the less happy you are with each one. That's called the diminishing marginal rate of utility, and it's something that we will look at in a different video coming up soon. An important assumption with preferences is that more is always better. We may not get as much satisfaction from the 10th cookie as we do from having the first cookie, but having 10 cookies is always better than having 9. After all, we can always save it for later or give it away as a gift. This idea is called non-satiation. We will always be happier with more. Having 2 cookies and 1 pizza is as good as having 2 pizzas and 1 cookie, but having 2 pizzas and 2 cookies is better than either. So we are not indifferent. We don't get the same utility, and so they are on a different utility curve. When we show 2 or more utility curves, we call it a utility map. Indifference curves have 4 basic properties. The first is that consumers prefer higher indifference curves. More is always better. The second is that indifference curves slope downwards. This is because of non-satiation. We can never get enough. Look at this upward sloping indifference curve. On this, we are as satisfied with 2 pizzas and 2 cookies as we are with 1 pizza and 1 cookie. But we have to assume that 2 of each is better than 1 of each, so we cannot be equally satisfied with both options. This upward sloping indifference curve is not possible. The third property is that indifference curves never cross. This chart violates the basic maths principle of transitivity. On this curve, A and B are equal, and A and C are equal, but C is better than B. That's not possible, is it? A cannot be equal to B and equal to C if B and C are not equal to each other. The fourth property is that there is only one indifference curve going through each set of choices. You can like something or not like it, but you can only have one opinion about it. You like or don't like ice cream, or don't care about ice cream. So, now that we know what indifference curves are, how are they useful? Well, they can help us understand behavior and predict the choices people will make, or the choices people should make. People must make decisions under constraints. Our budgets do not allow us to buy everything we want. This chart shows a consumer budget, and here are the indifference curves. The best choice for the consumer is here. Budget constraints are the topic for our next video. Since consumers always want what is best for them, this is the choice they should make, given the limits of their budget.